Bruno, man, you're a legend. Love this guy. Alright, Souffle, how do you feel about that? Oh, okay. Yeah, you excited? Full determination. That's 2 down, Souffle. We can do it. Who's next? Agatha. Alright, Portobello. This one's going to be kind of tough because she uses the Ghastly line, which has poison, which is super effective against me. So... Wait. Did I say... I meant you. I meant you. I don't know why I was thinking Portobello. I got Ghost confused with Psychic for like a second. Okay, yeah. So I should be good then. I'll just use Earthquake on everybody. They should die, right? Because there weren't really... I don't know why they had a Ghost-type Elite Four in this game. They probably should have had a Ghost-type Gym Leader in Lavender Town and then had a Poison-type Elite Four member. Which they did in Gen 2, but Poison was much more prevalent in these games, and Gengar isn't that strong. But yeah, there's literally only one line that she can use. So I think she has like an Arbok and she has some other Poison-type Pokemon. But yeah, they should have just done a Poison Gym Leader, or a Poison Elite Four, because then you could have used Venomoth, could have used any of the Grass Pokemon, could have used Muck, Arbok, and Gengar if you wanted, so whatever. It was a weird thing to gripe about. I am Agatha of the Elite Four. I'm an old lady. I hear Oak's taking a lot of interest in you, child. There's like a theory that like Agatha and Oak are like, what is it, related, or they used to be lovers? So, not both at the same time, but one of the two of those theories. I forget what they were. I think it was that they used to date or something. I don't freaking know. Go watch Birdkeeper Toby's video, and I'm sure he's made one. I hear Oak's taking a lot of interest in you, child. That old duff was once tough and handsome, but that was decades ago. I guess it was lovers. I guess it was based on that line. That's what I want to see. I want to see a spinoff of Oak and Agatha and how they grew up in Pallet Town and they were rivals and they went on their Pokemon journey. But then they fell in love, and then Giovanni was in there too. Well, Giovanni's younger, so I guess he wouldn't have been born yet. Maybe like who else is old in this series? Price, Gen 2, Johto's close enough. Agatha, Oak, and Price, just three of them. They're the new red, blue, and green. So they go on an adventure. That's the story I want to see. Make it happen. Fan fiction. Okay. He's a shadow of his former self. Why are you ripping on him, man? Now he just wants to fiddle with his Pokedex. He's a fool. Pokemon are for battling. Sierra, I'll show you how a real trainer battles. Oh shit. She's gonna hit me with her staff. Hit me with her cane. She's kind of cool in this game. She has a little Gengar staff. It's kind of dope. Or cane, I guess I should say. So, it doesn't seem like she's more about ghost Pokemon. I guess I've always had Agatha pegged wrong. Just because she's really into Gengar. But I think her team is just supposed to be really intimidating. Hence the Arbok. She's kind of more of a poison type trainer than a ghost. But then again, I'm pretty sure she has like 2 Haunters, doesn't she? Not having abilities in this game is kind of crazy because I can hit Gengar. I can hit the Ghastly line with Earthquakes. And that's like crazy to me. Like normally when a Gengar comes out, I'm like, oh crap. Like, can't hit this thing with Earthquake. But wait. Yes, I can. Thank you, Game Freak. You're allowing me to hit it with like the strongest move in the game. One of the strongest moves in the game. Definitely the strongest move in the game with 100% accuracy and no negative side effects. Right? Earthquake, right? Is that a fact? I feel like that's a fact. Does anything else... I mean, I'll double check this later. But does anything else hit base 100 with no negative drawbacks? I don't know. Alright, so I can't hit this Golbat with Earthquake. So let's switch to Microwave because between Electric and Steel, he's flying Poison. He shouldn't be able to hit me with anything, but I have a feeling he's going to go for Confuse Ray. Because he's a Golbat. I don't want to click Thrash because pretty sure she still has Gengars in there. Alright, this might be a stupid play, but I'm going to go for Poison Jab and see if he uses Confuse Ray, because this is the only viable thing. If I use Superpower, it's probably going to kill, but then Gengar is going to come out and I'm going to be weakened. If I use Poison Jab, I'll get some damage off, and then he can go for Confuse Ray, and then I'll switch to Magneton. Right? If I use Thrash, that might kill, but then Gengar is going to come out, and I'm going to be locked into Thrash. So I think that's the optimal play, because if I switch to Magneton and then he uses Confuse Ray, then I'm gonna have to like switch again because I don't play with confusion. It's just too aggravating. So I think that's the optimal play. I've worked through all the options. This isn't gonna hit. The only thing that could be worst case scenario is if I go for Poison Jab and he doesn't use Confuse Ray. But if he doesn't use Confuse Ray, I don't think he can hit me with anything that will hurt. So I should be good anyway. Maybe I just overthought all of that. But let's see how that plays out. Alright, less than half. Air Slash. Okay. Didn't go for Confuse Ray. Air Slash barely did much. So, I mean, I guess I can win this just on brute strength. But I'm really surprised it didn't go for Confuse Ray. You're a Golbat. What are you doing? Golbats use Confuse Ray, like, all the time. If you're just going to use Air Slash, you're not that hard. I gotta look that up. I gotta look up if Agatha's Golbat in the original games had Confuse Ray, because I could have sworn her Golbat was infuriating. But now we're at Weezing, who also should have Levitate, but doesn't in the Let's Go games. So we can easily take you out with Earthquake. I just want to take a second and just laugh at how much overthinking went into making that play for that Golbat not to use Confuse Ray. I really wanted that Golbat to use Confuse Ray, so at least it would have justified the amount of thought that I put into making that decision. It didn't make me look like a loser for thinking that hard about Pokemon. Alright, here's the last Gengar. I'm just going to use Earthquake. This Gengar is slightly stronger than the other Gengar, so I gotta watch out. But it's still going to go down to the Earthquake. Good job, Nidoking. This team's fun. I love this team. I'm really mad. I'm going to be talking about that Golbat for a while. I'm really mad. Damn it, Agatha. Should have gone for Confuse Ray. If it went for Confuse Ray, if it had gone for Confuse Ray, it would have made me look so smart. Because I would have thought about all these obstacles, and then I would have gotten confused. I would have switched to Magneton. It would have gone for Air Slash or something, and then that wouldn't have done anything because I'm Steel type. And then I would have used Thunderbolt, and I would have one-shotted it, and it would have been a great play. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Would have been so cool. That almost happened. I was almost a good Pokemon trainer for a second, but she didn't do what she was supposed to do. So whatever, just overthinking. That's how you lose. That's how you lose tournaments, by overthinking. I see what the old Duff sees in you now. I have nothing else to say. Run along now, child. All right, now it's Lance. You ready, Souffle? This is all you, girl. Yeah, she's ready. Souffle starts off with, Lance starts off with an Aerodactyl or a Gyarados. I honestly forget which one. But, alright, I'm pretty sure, let's strategize for a second. I'm pretty sure he has an Aerodactyl, a Gyarados, a Dragonair, and 2 Dragonites, right? Or is it just 2 Dragonites? I forget. Either way, I'm 90% sure he doesn't lead off with Dragonite, so we might not need you at first. If he has an Aerodactyl, or if he has a Gyarados, either way, the best decision is Magneton. Because Aerodactyl's rock flying, so you can't touch me with anything. And Gyarados is water flying, so if it uses Thrash, it's not going to do much. If it uses a water move, it's not going to do much. Or a flying move, which, I don't know. It might use like Dragon Rage. Yeah, so Magneton Microwave is the best starter, and then when the dragons come out, I'll switch to Souffle, but, I mean, Magneton has Thunder moves, so if his Dragonites at least will get hurt by Thunderbolt. Oh look, his Dragonite's out. Oh yeah, well I got Souffle. What's up? I got a pink puff marshmallow balloon fairy type, and your Dragonair's going down, chump. It's going down. What you got to say? Seems happy that you won. Okay, you don't want to say anything about this Dragonite that you're about to destroy. Alright, we're ready. I like your room though. It's nice and dragon-like. It kind of looks like Bowser. It reminds me of Bowser's shell. Nice. Alright. Are you not going to say anything? Kaipe! I don't know why it says that. Alright. He looks a lot... His model looks a lot older than his artwork does. I was kind of worried because this is my first time seeing Lance. I'm just kind of checking out his butt. But if you look at his art for Let's Go, he looks like he's a teenager. Honestly, it's kind of weird. Not even a teenager. He looks like a kid almost. But yeah, I'm glad to see his model at least looks a little more... You know, I never really know how old Lance is supposed to be. But I always got the idea that he was like... You know, you see him in the anime and you see him in Pokemon Origins. Which, granted, that's 2 years. But it's only 2 more years. And he definitely looks like a young adult. Somewhere around like 25 to 20, you know, somewhere around there. So here, Gen 1, I would expect him to be like 23 or so. But yeah, his cousin's hot. Claire. She's great. Hey, Lance. I like your cousin. Anyway, let's go talk to him. So, you're Sierra. Oh, we still don't know his name yet. Okay. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Tamer. He's pretty cool. You likely know that dragons are Pokemon spoken of in legends. You know, kind of funny. I feel like... No, man. I was going to say, I wonder... Yeah, there's no Pokemon in the game, or there's no trainer in the game that has dragon types. So it's kind of cool that this is how you're introduced to them. But he kind of suffers the same thing that Agatha does, that there's not enough dragon types in the game for his team to feel impactful. It's really just... He just becomes solely represented by the Dragonite line, just like how Agatha is represented by the Gengar line. So what can you do? They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They're virtually indestructible. There's no being clever with them. He's got a point. Dragons are pretty damn strong. Well, are you ready to lose? Your Pokemon League challenge ends with me, Sierra. Oh shit. Oh shit! He's serious. Bup, 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 bup. Yeah, let's do it. Lead for Lance. Come at me, bro. Bup, bup, bup. Oh, he has a Seadra. What the fuck? Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, I'm a... When did he get a Seadra? He didn't always have a Seadra, did he? Weird. I'm not too much stronger than a Seadra. I'm pretty sure his Dragonite... Isn't his Dragonite like level... In the original games, his Dragonites were under-leveled, but in the Yellow, his Dragonites were like 61, I think. Alright, Aerodactyl. Okay, Rock Flying. Do I want to hit it with Electric, or do I want to hit it with Steel? Electric. They're both super effective. This one is slightly stronger. Ah, shit, I forgot I don't have Levitate. Oh my god! Shit. Alright. Rock Flying. Damn. Was not expecting that. Alright, let's see. This thing's fast. So let's see what happens. Alright, I got the one-shot it. Damn. I lost Magneton. If this was a Nuzlocke, that'd be depressing. Gyarados? Yeah. I wanted Magneton for Gyarados. Because Gyarados scares me. Look how threatening this thing is. But I'm going to use Thunderbolt. It kind of made my heart jump a little bit. Now I'm like a little more on edge. I was like laughing and joking before. But now I'm just like, oh shit. It's scary. I also was hoping to take out everybody except his dragon. Oh, he has a Charizard. He only has one Dragonite. Well, this is nuts. The plan was to keep Magneton in and take out everything except his... I thought he had two Dragonites, and I was going to use Thunder Wave on the one Dragonite to get a switch in on Souffle. But he took out Magneton, so now I can't paralyze anything. And he apparently only has one Dragonite, so that's interesting. So I guess we'll just go for Scald. I don't have any Rock-type moves on this team, so Scald's the way to go. It's one of the situations where I should have had Surf. Because Charizard... Oh, crit. Nice. Charizard can't get burned. So, and I bet if I had Surf, that extra power would have one-shotted it. So, there you go. One situation where I would have preferred to have Surf. But Charizard's down. You know what? I should have used Recover. Should have used Recover. Dragonite. Let's see if this thing uses Outrage. I'm kind of curious. Let's see what happens. If this thing uses Outrage, it's game over, man. If he locks himself... Yes! Yes! Whatever happens, it's game over, bro. You're about to look real dumb right now. Let's do it. Souffle, I choose you. This is great. It's exactly what I wanted. Finally. Doesn't affect me, bro. He still has one more turn, which will allow me... One more turn of Outrage, I believe. Which will allow me to revive my Magneton just so we can get experience. Because I feel robbed. And I'm probably going to need him for my final... Oh, shit! Please take this. Okay, alright, you're fine. Alright, no worries. Hold on. I could have sworn Outrage confuses you at the end, doesn't it? I was confused because I didn't get the message that he like stopped outraging, so I didn't know he stopped. I thought he was still locked into it. Either way, I'm just gonna click play rough, and this thing's gonna go down. So goodbye. Okay, all right. I guess you can tank it, but you still can't attack yet. All right. Huh, that was a weird turn of events. Could have sworn Outrage confuses you afterwards. It's weird. I don't know, I like forget about that move because every time I click Outrage, everything just dies and the match is over. So, good job, Souffle. You got the finishing kill on the Elite Four. And there goes Lance. That's it. Hate to admit it, but you are a first-class Pokemon trainer. Damn straight. I still can't believe my dragons lost to you. Sierra, you are now the Pokemon League champion. Or that's what I would have said. Shut up! Or you would have been, but you had one more challenge left. There is one more trainer to face. That trainer is... Professor Oak. Hello there, Sierra. Congratulations on your victory over Lance. What's with that look of surprise? Your timing is perfect, Professor. Sierra, the one you will face is... Professor Oak! Well, not really. Oh, come on, Pokemon! You assholes! It's Trace. You jerks. Okay. There were a couple things that just happened there. They like subverted the subversion, because when Professor Oak walked in, I was like, oh, that's a little weird. Like, usually it is the rival, but I was always kind of wondering who it was going to be anyway, since Trace isn't technically Gary. I was wondering if it was going to be Gary or Blue. So the only reason they did that was just to poke fun at the cut content Professor Oak battle that was supposed to be in the game. It scared you for a second. Also, probably in reference to the fact that in Sun and Moon, you fight Kukui at the Pokemon League, and Kukui, the Pokemon League in Alola is kind of based off other Pokemon Leagues, so it kind of would make sense if there's some sort of tradition of fighting the Pokemon professors at the end of the Pokemon League, but that's never really been established as the case, so I don't know. I don't really know why you fight Kukui in Sun, but they fixed that in Ultra Sun where they have you fight Hau, so there you go. That works. He beat the Elite Four before you, somehow, even though I've been kicking his ass the entire game. He is the Pokemon League champion. That's right. In the past, trainers who defeated the Elite Four were only recorded as champions. This time, however, we'll be officially establishing the champion as a part of the Pokemon League. Oh, that's cool. Professor Oak is here to officiate the crowning of the new champion. It's only fitting that it should be either you or Trace. Well, technically, it's Trace. He did it first, right? You two are, you're the two who took care of Team Rocket, after all. Now then, head onward to the stage of your final battle. So that doesn't really make sense, if you ask me. How do you feel? You hurt? How do you feel? Still happy? High spirits. I look forward to seeing just how high the two of you and your Pokemon can climb. Alright, I don't know what Pokemon he's going to start out with, but it's usually always Pidgeot. So I'm not going to keep Magneton out first, because if I have a bad matchup, I'll probably be pretty pissed. I haven't used my Rapidash at all, nor have I used Sportabella. So I'll put Sportabella first, because I can put anything to sleep if I have to switch. So there's that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be his freaking Pidgeot. I bet. I'm willing to put money on it, because that's who Gary led with, and I feel like, you know, he's a mirror of Gary, or Blue. Sorry. But yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know why they. Oh, cool, nice room. I don't know why they kind of like set all that up. Technically, he should be the Elite Four guy or the champion. But I guess we got to fight to figure out who exactly is champion. I would feel robbed if I was Trace, because he technically did it first, but he technically has to fight. I mean, he has a losing track record, so I'd be shaking in my boots if I was him. I'm gonna do another quick cut real quick. Sorry about that. The reason I do that is because my recording software kind of like cuts in and out sometimes, and if it does it too much, I'll get really desynced and laggy audio, and nobody wants that. So I just have to cut it off periodically, usually around every 30 minutes, and we'll be good to go. So let's see what the hell. Oh shit, we got a cutscene for this one, boys. When did he get cool? He's not gonna say anything? Okay. You did it, Sierra. Oh man, that's great. I've been waiting. I beat the Elite Four and became the champion. It like really doesn't work with him. It's like he's like on the same level of Hau. Like it's as if it's like if Hau just came randomly and was like, "Oh hey, I did all that stuff before you." Like I don't see you as that strong. You were never that strong. At least when Blue did it, Blue was like always like a strong trainer. And even though you beat him like all the way, like his personality makes more sense. Like it made more sense for him to have beaten the Elite Four before you than like a character like Trace or Hau does, because they're just like always kind of like happy and like bad. I mean, no offense, but like I don't know. I guess Trace is a little better. It's just weird. It's just a weird kind of like vibe. For some reason, it felt way more believable for Blue to have done it than for Trace right now. Like I just don't feel like Trace was ever that good of a Pokemon trainer. Like no one ever says anything like, "Oh yeah, like he's a good trainer," or anything. Like he's like afraid all the time. He was like afraid to fight Blue, and I don't know. I'm not gonna think too hard about it, but Trace is an interesting character. I named him Trace, by the way, because even though they give you the option to name your rival, his canon name, like he's canonically named Trace, and I guess I'm just so used to characters nowadays in Pokemon having canon like names, like How and all the characters from X and Y that were like your friends, and I forget all their names, but each one of them had like a canon name. So it kind of threw me off when they gave me the option to name him. So I didn't know what to name him, so I just named him his name. It's Trace. I don't see him as like usually like, you know, you put in like one of my friends put in Gary motherfucking Oak as his name, but Trace isn't Gary Oak. So I wasn't gonna name him Gary. I wasn't gonna name him Blue. I wasn't gonna name him like a random person that I know. Like some people like name your rivals off your friends, but I'm just like, he's an actual character. Like he's a little bit integral to the plot. He has a canon name, so why not name him his name? It's weird that they gave me the option. Like even if this was Blue, I would have named him Blue. Like if this was Blue instead of Trace, at this point I probably still would have named him Blue. Well, I'm pretty sure even when I played Red and Blue for like the first time, I named Gary Gary, because when I saw him, I was like, oh, that's Gary. I didn't see him as like, oh, that's my little brother Timmy, so I'm gonna name him Timmy. Like it's weird. Like Pokemon, your character is supposed to be you, but it's not really. It's weird for you to be able to name other characters. So I just never really like did that. It's kind of weird. Funny enough, they do the same thing in Tales of Vesperia. In the it's optional, but in the at least in the 360 version, you were allowed to rename characters. So like the main character, I remember one of the characters, Carol, who's kind of like a little kid, and he's kind of like a bitch. He's like afraid of like everything. We named it. It was like we were like middle school when this game came out. So high school when this game came out. So we named him Bitch Boy, and you can like just do that. You can just take a character who is already established, has a name, and just rename them something else. And I find that very weird. And I didn't mean to go on a rant about this, but whatever. Let's just go fight him. My voice is getting shot. You probably heard from the professor, right? From now on, the champion will be part of the Pokemon League and battle all kinds of trainers. I'm really glad my first opponent turned out to be you, Sierra. You're the one trainer I want to test my best against, after all. Let's battle, Sierra. The champion's seat is on the line. So he is the champion, but he's also the only one. I love how I just didn't move. He's all fired up, and I'm just giving him this cold, blank stare. Champion Trace. So he is the champion, but he's the only one that can lose the title if he loses. That's kind of dumb. Shouldn't he just bump out? Pidgeot! I knew it! I knew it! But shouldn't he just bump out, like, Lorelei since she's at the lowest? That's how I would see it. Oh, this music's so good. Okay, let's see. I can go to Microwave, but I feel like it's going to outspeed me before I can Thunder Wave anything. I don't have any ice moves or rock moves on this team. So I guess it's just between these two. I'm going to go with Souffle. I'm going to see how this works. Souffle has Thunder Wave. I'm going to see if I can Paraflinch it. Oh, shit! Whoa! Did not see that coming. That's not cool. Okay, I gotta take this out fast. I was gonna play around with it, but holy shit. Damn it. Alright, if he's gonna Air Slash, let's go to my only Pokemon that can resist that. But he's so fast! Oh my god. Oh, you're gonna withdraw too? Oh, you mother. Oh, you son of a gun. Damn it. Okay. This is a bit of a pickle, but Rapidash is easier to take care of. I have Starmie and I have Nidoking. I have my own Rapidash, but that's not really going to help me. But Nidoking it is. I can't believe he withdrew. Freaking... Oh, crap. Flare Blitz. This is going to hurt. Ah, shit. I can't believe he withdrew this Pidgeot. Is he going to get another one off? No, I'm faster. Okay. It scared me for a second. Alright. I landed a critical hit. I try not to raise my affection too high on my Pokemon. Because some of those buffs are just really broken. Like missing moves, breaking through paralysis and stuff like that. Breaking through status effects. A lot of that stuff gets really broken and kind of tiresome. Grass Poison. I can use Earth. Okay, I can still do it. There's no weather effects in play, so I can still get one more Earthquake off. And Vileplume will go down. Damn, he still has that Pidgeot too, which is pretty much outspeeding everything on my team, so I gotta be careful about how low my damage gets. Slowbro. Water Psychic. Sportabella it is. Alright, here's the plan. I'm going to put it to sleep. And I'm going to get as many growths as I can. And try to sweep for as long as and try to sweep the rest of his team until Pidgeot comes back out. He might send Pidgeot right back out. He might send Pidgeot right back out since I'm 4 times weak to flying. So I'm going to try and force his Pidgeot out. And see what I can do from there. Because no way am I going to survive an Air Slash from a Mega Pidgeot. Let's see if I can get one more so I can get a +2 in my offenses. Alright, still asleep. Nice. Alright, I have a feeling he's going to send out Pidgeot right after I do this. So I'm so glad they buffed Leech Life. This thing is base 80 now. Can you believe that? Leech Life used to be like base 30 or something. It used to be like a really bad move that only like low-level Zubats had. He'd be dumb not to send out Pidgeot right now. I might be expecting too much from him. Yeah, okay. He's gonna send out Pidgeot. This is nuts. I cannot take anything this thing wants to dish out. I might have to let it go down. Nothing on my team is going to be able to take 2 Air Slashes. So I think Sportabella has to go down. Which sucks. Sorry, Sportabella. Starmie is the only thing that I think could possibly outspeed it. It's the fastest Pokemon I have on the... It's the fastest Pokemon I have. It still might go down to an Air Slash. I'm not entirely sure, but... Here's hoping. No, okay, alright. I can't outspeed it. But I don't have Sportabella, which sucks. Because I was hoping that growth strategy would get me through a lot of his Pokemon. Raichu. Raichu's a problem, but I have... my Nidoking is low on health, man. It's kind of scary. He might... Hopefully he goes for a Thunder move. Yep. Alright. Perfectly predicted. And I'll go for my Earthquake. Very nice. What does he have left? I forget what his team is. Marowak. Ground. Alright, I'm just gonna go for a superpower. I should just go for Poison Jab. Does ground resist poison? I'm not entirely sure. I'll go for Thrash. Bone Meringue. Yeah, it's gonna wreck me. I just wanted to get damage off. I'm fine with that. Because now Sifu Splatter can come out. Get the finishing blow. Alright, that was scary for a second there. I'm not even gonna lie, I kinda shit myself fighting that Mega Pidgeot. But that's cool, Trace. Trace has finally got good. I swept him this entire game. Who knew that a Mega Pidgeot was all he needed to kind of make me sweat? Good for you, Trace. I'm happy. Now I see how he became champion. I see it was that damn Mega Pidgeot. I should have known he would have a Mega Pokemon when they gave me the Mega Keystone before the Elite Four. I didn't even make that connection. I'm not using a Mega, so I guess they expected me to. But yeah, I mean, I guess that probably would have been a lot easier if you had like a Mega Charizard or something. Because Mega Pidgeot isn't really the best Mega, so even then. But if you still have normal Pokemon, Mega Pidgeot is serious. Whew! Alright, we did it. Okay, I admit it. Sierra, you're the strongest trainer in the world! Damn straight, you better recognize. Oh man, my reign is over already? That was pretty short. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're the champion now, Sierra. And as for me, I've got a new goal to work toward. Sierra! Ba, 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 ba. It's crazy. So you've done it at last. You've defeated the Pokemon League. This is so sappy. My sincerest congratulations. You've grown a great deal since you first caught Eevee and set out with that Pokedex. Yes, Sierra. You've really come into your own as a fine young woman. And Trace, you showed great resolve, never losing heart, as you saw your journey through to the end. Is this the end? Damn. I did see, though, in the way that you battle, that kind heart of yours might still be causing you to hold yourself back when it comes to your Pokemon and to facing Sierra. Yeah, it's definitely not a problem that Blue had. It's hardly much of a weakness, but it may have cost you the battle this time. They literally just said he's too kind, and that's a bad thing. So, lesson learned, kids. Be an asshole to your Pokemon. That's how we get people like Silver in this game. Regardless, the two of you showed us an extraordinary battle. Thanks, Professor. Sierra, you understand that your victory was not just your own doing, don't you? It was the marvelous bond you share with your Pokemon that brought you here. 2 of them died, though. Now, Sierra, come with me. Damn. See ya, Trace. That was a good-ass battle, though, I'm not gonna lie. Congratulations, Sierra. This is where we record forever the Pokemon who have performed so admirably for the trainers here at the Pokemon League. This is the Hall of Fame. Being honored here is one of the greatest joys a Pokemon may achieve. A Pokemon trainer may achieve. Sierra, you've battled hard to become a Pokemon League champion. Let us record this achievement for you and your Pokemon for all to remember. Which is pretty much the entire point of this video. just to get recorded. Good job, team. I don't have matching Pokeballs for everybody. I know. I'm a scrub. Hey, congratulations, champion. Sportabella. Oh, yeah. Microwave. You did good, Microwave. Souffle got the finishing blow on the Dragonite. Nidoking holding it down, King Kaiser. Sifu Splatter was the MVP. And I'm sorry, Dijon Mustang. I didn't get to use you. I tried. I thought about it, but there was no good way to put you in. But look at us. We're all flying through space. Look at all my Pokemon. Look at my team. Yes. 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 Let's do it. This is what I live for. This is Pokemon. 20 years. This is my life. This is what I've lived for. And I can't wait to do it again in 2019 when the next games come out. Look at us. We're running through space. We're running through dimensions. Ultra wormholes. We've done it all. Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Unova, Sinnoh, freaking Kalos, Alola, back to Kanto. Man, we've been everywhere. And I love this game. I love Let's Go Pikachu. Let's Go Eevee. This is a cool game. This is just so nostalgic and just so wonderful. And I've had a blast. And I could just literally watch this forever. And I'm glad that I have this recorded because I can watch this forever and I can play it back whenever the hell I want. And it'll be freaking amazing. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. I got a little excited there. But oh my god. It's just so beautiful. But anyway. So we're going to go ahead and go a little further, see what awaits us. I'm basically just going to go until we get control back, see how the end of the game plays out. But the game's not over. I still have to complete the Pokedex, which is something I plan on doing, definitely. And I'm going to be doing like a living dex, which is where you have one of each Pokemon. So like you have, instead of just completing the Pokedex, you keep a Bulbasaur, an Ivysaur, and a Venusaur, and then a Squirtle, and then a Wartortle, and then a Blastoise. And so you actually have one of each Pokemon. So like when you look at your box, you'll literally see all 150 Pokemon. So that's what I try to do. The last time I did it was for Gen 6. Gen 6. Yeah. I spent a lot of time hatching eggs and training and leveling up and evolving Pokemon and catching in X and Y. It's just to get a living dex. I didn't do it for Alola, but for the 2019 games, I'm going to try and do it. So there'll be that. But for the 2019 games, it'll be kind of cool to already have, assuming I can trade my Let's Go Pokemon up there, it'll be kind of cool to have already all Kanto Pokemon. So the way I'm seeing it, it's just long game. I'm just doing it for the long game. Because I don't know if you'll be able to transfer Pokemon from your DS. Oh, that's cute. That's kind of cool because it has like my character, like the skin tone and everything. So that's cool. Look at that. And we got nice little images from the cutscenes. Pretty cool. So all in all, I guess I'll talk about the game a little bit. What is that, Cerulean City? All in all, this game has just been a blast. Where's that Pallet Town? I don't know. I didn't think for a second that I would actually dislike this game. But I definitely enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Like when I got this, I knew, like, you know, I'm very biased on Pokemon anyway because I love the franchise so much. That's definitely Silphco. But I'm so Jesse and James. Nice. I'm so biased because I love the games anyway that I knew I wasn't gonna hate this. Like the only Pokemon thing that I actually kind of don't like is Pokemon Go. I mean, I don't really play any like the spin-offs like Pokemon Conquest or Mystery Dungeon. I don't really play any of those. I really just play the main series stuff. And nothing about this game was like horribly like offending me. So I knew I was gonna like it. And I wasn't and because they told us that we're getting new games in 2019, I wasn't looking at this as my competitive end all be all, like this is going to be my awesome Pokemon experience. It was an awesome Pokemon experience, don't get me wrong, but I didn't go into this thinking that it was going to be like a next step in Pokemon. I knew exactly what it was from day one, you know, because I kept up with all the press and all the coverage and all the news and the YouTube videos and speculations about it. Like I've watched a lot of stuff, and I just knew that this wasn't gonna, I don't want to say it wasn't gonna be anything serious, because I don't want to underplay what this game is doing, but I went into it knowing it was just going to be a nostalgic romp. The first game, you know, you got to keep in mind, this is the first game on Switch hardware, right? They're still developing stuff, they're still testing things, there's still so much to figure out about where the franchise can go, that you can't look at these and go, this is the future of Pokemon. Like, you can't. Every game's change up stuff, and every game's get more innovative and take stuff out and yada yada. So hopefully, you know, this game, after playing this game, my hopes are very high and my faith is very high in Game Freak and their ability to give us really good games. So going into Gen 8, I don't have a doubt that they have everything on the wraps. I know they're switching heads over at Game Freak, or something like that. Junichi Masuda, I think, had said that he was going to be this is going to be one of the last games he develops as the head. So head director or whatever. But this game does so much good stuff. There are a couple things that I'd want to totally see make it into 2019 Pokemon game. Oh, we got a special scene with Eevee. Oh, it's a flower. Gave us that earlier. We're home, Mom. What's for dinner? What's for dinner tonight, Puff Mama? Chili? The end. Good job, Eevee. You didn't really do much. My Eevee is still sitting in the party. It's like level 17. That's how little I used it. I didn't even use it for Brock. I used Manito Ran. So, and now we're back. Anything changed? Do they get ribbons? I guess they get ribbons, right? Are ribbons even in this game? Doesn't look like it. But whatever. So yeah, this game does so much. I'm probably going to release a video later. It may be on this channel or it may be on my main channel. If it's on my main channel, I'll probably leave a link somewhere. But I do want to definitely talk about this game in depth and really just fully express like my thoughts on it. Good and bad. But honestly, like this game, like the things that everybody gave this game crap about were such a non-issue that it's pretty funny looking back how much hate this game got when it was like announced. Like people thought it was just going to be the next Pokemon Go, and oh, it was just going to be a stupid cash grab, and oh, like this isn't Pokemon, this is just catching for babies. And like all those arguments, I feel like just totally go out the wayside once you sit down and play this game. Like the catching mechanics are solid. I mean, as far as like Joy-Con detection with the throwing, that's kind of an issue. But generally speaking, the system is pretty good. It's been proven to work with Pokemon Go. So just transferring it to the Switch, kind of giving some updates, is pretty solid. I don't miss wild Pokemon battles. I know, shocker, that's like an unpopular opinion. But honestly, I think it's a much better step to see Pokemon in the wild. And just straight catch them. I mean, I don't know if they could find a happy medium, because I really like the catching aspect, and I like that the gameplay is at the very least broken up between catching and battling. Those are two different types of gameplay, and I like that. I want to keep that, because when you think about it, right, when you go through a normal Pokemon game, it gets stale, it gets boring. You literally do the same thing over and over and over again with wild battles, tackle, with trainer battles, tackle, tackle, tackle. With the Elite Four, stronger tackle, stack. Like you're just doing the same thing, battling. That's it. Wild Pokemon, you have the catch mechanic. It's like, it's different. It separates. It simultaneously gives the player a break, because if you have a stretch of the game where you're battling a lot of trainers, you can easily just kind of step back and just go catch some Pokemon and like relax. And vice versa. It's, you know, if there's a long stretch of time when you encounter a new area and you just catch a lot of Pokemon all at once, and then you explore the area and fight a lot of trainers, it breaks up the gameplay, which I think is very important to keeping these games more enjoyable for longer periods of time, because you're not just doing the same thing over and over again. My mom used to make fun of Pokemon games all the time when I was a kid, because she would look over my shoulder every time I would play one, and she would just be like, how do you do this? And I'm like, what are you talking about, Mom? Well, I was like 5, so I wasn't that young, but generally speaking, I was much younger, and she was just like, I don't get how you can just point, click, run around, point, click. Like, even she saw, she was an adult, and Pokemon was already a foreign concept to her, but she totally saw, like, this is just weird. Like, how do you just do this? It just gets repetitive over and over again. But she didn't see what I saw. But now, as an adult, I'm kind of starting to see that. Like, all right, like, I want to see a little more out of these Pokemon experiences, and that's what they are. You know, it's going through. And Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were great games, but those games drove it home harder than any other games in the franchise. That when I was playing through Alola, even regular Sun and Moon, I was playing through Alola, and I was like, this is all fun and all, but it didn't feel like much was changing. Trials were still very much like gyms. And even when they kind of was given the hint that there wasn't going to be a Pokemon League, bam, at the end of the game, there's still a Pokemon League. So it's all still the same. But I really like the steps that this game takes to break it up. And I would love to see the catching mechanic return in the actual main series. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. But thanks for the present. Small bouquet. Very cool. Made with its heart and soul. Damn. That's nice, Eevee. But, you know, honestly, like, I don't miss wild battles. The catching mechanic can be tweaked a little more. I think there is a challenge definitely in fighting a Pokemon, getting its HP down low enough so that you can catch it. That is a part of the fun and the exhilaration. So, I don't know. I guess they have to find like a happy medium. I see they're experimenting with it in this game already with Pokemon like Snorlax, Mewtwo, the legendary birds, where you fight them first and then catch them. I mean, on paper, I think that is the right answer. That's the best of both worlds, but it makes it a little easier because all you have to do is defeat them. And when you have a full team of 6 Pokemon, it probably isn't that hard to just beat one Pokemon. I mean, because no matter what it is, it's going to have a typing that you can exploit. So, I guess it depends. The real challenge in Pokemon battles with legendaries is like getting them low, keeping them low enough. It's like that, you know, finding that balance. They probably have a recovery move. They're wiping out your team. You're using revives. You're throwing balls. You're trying to, you know, using false swipe. Or if you don't have false swipe, you're using moves that don't kill them. It is kind of nerve-wracking in that sense. So I totally see the appeal of both sides. But, I mean, I think the catching mechanic is the way to go, guys. And if not having wild Pokemon is kind of what I need to, you know, break up, or not having wild random encounters. That's what I mean to say when I say that. It's more about the random encounters. If not having that is what it takes to kind of break up the monotony of Pokemon. Like, I'll take it any day, man. Seeing Pokemon in the overworld has to stay. They can't go back. I never in my life want to see wild random encounters in my Pokemon game ever again. Ever. I'm saying it right now, right here. If the 2019 games go back, that's regressing in its purest form. Because this is no way. This is upgrading at its finest. They can't go back. because like right now, like going through caves, going through patches of grass is relatively enjoyable. I keep shaking the controller. Because I'm talking with my hands. But going through patches of grass, going through caves is enjoyable because you're not running into a million Zubats. And if there are a million Zubats, you can easily just run around them and it's fine. It's completely fine. And I've really enjoyed that in these games. And if you go back to random encounters, it'll just get infuriating again. And this is next gen, you know? Like look at like the Tales series. The Tales series hasn't had random encounters since like Tales of Legendia, which was a PS2 game. Like I feel like all RPG games are getting to that. That's just natural progression. You know, games like Monster Hunter and like Xenoblade, like I think Xenoblade. I've only played it once. Don't at me. But games where you can see an opponent and then fight them, it's way more immersive. This is 3D. You know, we can't be playing these games of like the random encounters. It works when everything's pixelated because everything is like suggestions, right? Like when you go into tall grass, it's like you see a pixel of grass. There's only so much data you can put in that patch of grass. So yeah, it makes sense that there's wild Pokemon in there. But in 3D, where everything is like nothing's like a suggestion. Like this is a TV. This is my room. Like this is how it's supposed to look. Yes, it makes sense that Wigglytuff is here. It wouldn't make sense for like a sprite of Wigglytuff to be here, like as a suggestion, like this is a placeholder for Wigglytuff. Like no, like this is Wigglytuff, like right here in the flesh, and that's how Pokemon should be. Like I don't want to walk into a random patch of grass and then Pokemon pop up that, for all intents and purposes, that weren't there before. It doesn't really make sense. But being able to see your Pokemon, that makes sense. It makes everything feel immersive. The world is alive, and it would be a step backwards if they took that out. So I'm saying that's on the record. Also, visually, this game, like, it's the argument of Let's Go is for babies. I totally get that. And when the games first were shown and the artwork was shown, a couple of my friends said that. They were like, oh my god, it's getting even more dumbed down and even more for babies. And I will challenge them and say, this single graphical style right now fits Pokemon to a T. What more do you want? It's not going to go, Pokemon will never be the game, I don't believe, to ever work if it goes like full anime, like a Tales game or something, or like a Final Fantasy. Like, you don't want it to go too anime, but it's also not going to go like Katamari on you. Like, it's not going to go like super dumbed down. This is great. They're chibi, but they're still proportional. Everything has a cute style to it, but it just works. Like X and Y were like the first like real 3D games. They were kind of working. Sun and Moon improved on it, and I think this works the best because the characters aren't super long. Sun and Moon, the characters kind of felt a little tall. There's just their models in relation to the world, but this just works. All the characters are cute, and this is totally like, this is Pokemon. This game encompasses Pokemon in like every form, and I feel like they shouldn't change graphically. They can improve stuff, but I feel like it's like Animal Crossing. Like, you can't expect Animal Crossing to look extra realistic because it has its own style. Like as advanced as technology will get, I assure you, Animal Crossing will always look the same, generally speaking, right? Like, the graphics can only get so good. Like, they're not going to start rendering out real, like, Breath of the Wild looking scenery in an Animal Crossing game. You know what I mean? So what do you expect? Like, in your Pokemon games, you're not going to get Breath of the Wild. You're going to get something closer to Odyssey. Mario Odyssey, like, it's bright, it's colorful, it's still kind of fun, but it's not trying to steep itself too hard in realism. And like, I feel like people don't get that about style. Like, it's not about hardware. It's about like things like the light rendering. When we were in the Elite Four, when we were in the environment, like, look at the environments. Like, when we were in, I think it was Bruno's place, and everything was so bright and like awesome, and Wigglytuff was shining. Like, that's indicative of how good software or how good the hardware is, because it can render out stuff like that. But as far as like how Wigglytuff looks, I don't think it gets better than that, you know? I don't think it gets better. Like, look at some of these models. Okay, maybe not Parasect, but the only thing I could see is maybe some more shading effects if they put like a shading effect on it. But it already has like its subtle, you know, nothing's really shaded on here. Everything's really super subtle and soft. So that might be the only thing missing, is like maybe harder shading, but it still works. Like it makes these creatures look like fun and and cute and soft. Even like Starmie, who is a star, who should be all pointed and hard, he still looks kind of fun and like rounded. And I think that's great. I think this graphical style, and Rapidash looks a little kind of odd if you ask me, but this graphical style works for Pokemon, and I feel like it can't get too much better. Honestly. This is next-gen Pokemon, and this is, I think, the look of what we should expect in 2019 games. What sense would it make if the 2019 games were like completely graphically different than Let's Go? I feel like that'd be like nuts, man. But on top of that, I feel like that's all I have to say. A lot of this stuff will be wrapped in a bow and put into more coherent thoughts in a video. But generally speaking, I love this game. I don't know if our mom has anything to say. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was more to the story. I knew there was going to be. I had a feeling there was going to be, so I probably should have done this before I blabbed for like 30 minutes. But anyway, anybody home? Hey, Sierra, I'm coming up. Just busting in my room again. Morning, Kanto champion. Don't get too comfortable with that title. I plan on stealing it from you soon. First though, did you hear the rumors? There's talk going around about some crazy strong-looking Pokemon being spotted. I want to catch it. I knew you wouldn't be able to resist a rumor like that. Pokemon was seen near Cerulean City. Apparently it ran away into a cave somewhere there. That's all I know. So, I say we both go to try to catch this Pokemon. Whoever catches it first is the winner. See, another thing is, yeah, this game, I will say, it's a little too hand-holdy. Too many times do they straight up say, like, go here, or do they hint really strongly? Like, how cool was Pokemon when you just knew Mewtwo was in Cerulean Cave? Like, you just knew either through playground, word on the playground, rumors, or you accidentally finding the place and exploring. I feel like that's what this game needs a little more, but I totally understand. A lot of this game was streamlined because kids don't have the attention span that we did. They have so much stimulus thrown at them 24/7. Phones, iPads, online games, YouTube, everything, the parents, the school, like the kids have a lot going on these days. And I totally understand leading the player now, especially nowadays, to make their experience a little more streamlined, because kids nowadays aren't going to spend another like 20 hours just combing through every nook and cranny of the maps just to like collect all the items or to find a random cave that they never knew about. It's like, if they don't know to go there, they're probably going to call it quits once they finish the game, It's really like the hardcore players and the hardcore players and like the personalities, like all the Pokemon YouTubers who do all the hard work and heavy lifting and do all that stuff, the data mining, and then they come out with a video saying, hey, go to Cerulean City, and then like that's how stuff gets spread. But yeah, so I'm not super mad at it, but it is pretty handholdy. Doesn't make or break the game. But I don't want to see that for new games too much. I don't know. It's different because I know where to go because I played Kanto a million times. But if you don't, yeah, maybe it's a little handholdy. Let's see what Mom has to say. Looks like you're having fun. Okay. So, I feel like that's... Oh, still got more. Your world has expanded after becoming champion. You can now fly up in the sky with Charizard, Aerodactyl, and Dragonite anywhere you want. Hey, sorry to bug you while your world's expanding. That's a weird thing to say. Remember me? I'm Ronnie from Route 1. Why would you say that? Now that you've successfully become champion, I've got some news for you. The Master Trainers that have spent their whole careers training one specific Pokemon, why would you do that, have appeared throughout Kanto. I'd say challenging the Eevee Master is a good place to start. Head to the Pokemon Road if you want to face her. If you want to know the details, talk to me. My Eevee sucks balls, actually, to be honest. So I can fly in the air with Charizard, Dragonite, Aerodactyl. I have an Aerodactyl. I don't have Charizard or Dragonite yet, funny enough. So let's go try this out. So this episode might be a little long, or maybe I've already split it into 2 episodes. I'm not entirely sure what I did there. But kind of cool. Sorry, Sportabella. So let's see what flying's about. Whoa! I'm all the way the fuck up here. Cool, cool. This is definitely something I'd want to do on a Charizard. But Aerodactyl is massive, man. Look how cool this Pokemon is. Holy crap. So I can't go out of bounds, but I can literally just fly over everything. This is amazing. It's kind of like soaring. That's one thing I wanted to see come back was soaring from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but I'll definitely take this. This is awesome. Cool. Oh my god, I can go everywhere. Nice. Okay, anyway, so I don't want to... Okay, I can't go over. I thought I could go over the Pokemon. Anyway, I can't... I don't want to make this too long because I'm kind of just rambling now. But, yeah, these games are awesome, and I'm definitely going to come out with a new video. There's a Master Trainer for Parasect. I have a Parasect. I don't think I'm ready, though. Yeah, I'm not really too excited about the Master Trainers. Okay, so you are limited to a certain extent. I'm not too excited about Master Trainers. That's something that I'm not really interested in at all, to be honest. But, yeah. How did I land? But what I will be doing is I'll probably be completing the Pokedex, and then I'll probably come back with a couple episodes getting Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres, and then doing the Cerulean Cave, doing Mewtwo. So those will be... That's pretty much the extent of my Let's Go content that I'm going to put out. Episodes probably won't be as long as this. So I guess look forward to that. That'll just be fun, and it'll be great. I don't get a star or anything for beating the Elite Four? No? Okay. That's fair. 97 Pokemon. I don't have too much more to go. Definitely over halfway. So I'll see you guys, I guess, then. I'm just curious as to who's here. I didn't mean to do that. Because I heard you can rematch trainers. Hey! It's Blue. I thought he'd be here. Yeah, so here's his gym now. So cool, so we can fight Blue. Which, you know, very nicely plants these games between Red and Blue and Gold and Silver. Canonically, I guess. But yeah, I can ride on Aerodactyl now. So yeah, so that's going to be it. Sorry, this episode was just so damn long, but I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. Look out for more gaming stuff on this channel and just some more fun. It'll be great. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.